30 fingers. Bro.
I'm eating, bro.
I know, you're always eating candy. Candy.
I wasn't ready to start. Where's my mic?
Oh, we got a new one.
What?
Lucky Bats got us new mics, bro. You upgraded. Now you can be like me without the mic.
Oh, shit. All right, let's get this thing started. I'm so tired of losing, bro.
Tired of losing?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that sucks for you. Because I'm in the king seat, baby.
Oh, I'm sure there's no better way to get to the king seat than throwing a not flat back.
All right, go ahead. Make fun of it all you want, but the difference is I'm in the king seat.
I wish
You're
I was
not.
in the king seat.
Yeah? Well, you know what your problem is, huh?
No, I don't.
Don't worry. I got you. Just chug.
Welcome in, guys. Welcome into the King Seat Podcast. I'm your host, Daniel D. May. This is my co-host, Brian B. Betancourt. Episode 16, right, B?
That's right, baby. Episode 16, man. And this is a good one. We got a lot going on in this episode.
We do.
Gonna be more excited about it, right?
We got a big interview coming up this episode, right,
That's
B?
right, with our boy Jamie Graham from Fire Cornhole. He took the time to sit down with us, answer a few questions, and play that new game, you know? Yeah. What's it called, D-Man?
Who's That Cornhole Player?
That's right. So we got that interview coming up. I mean, it's a few different things going on. What else we got going on, D-Man?
We got a bag review on the show as well,
That's
B.
right, a bag review from our boy Josh Zeller of Vortex bags. So we do a bag review on those Vortex Zones. Pretty sweet bag, a fast bag, but they play well. Looking forward to talking about that, you know. And then obviously we got some other things to talk about, you know, clips of the week, spotlight player, me going to Louisville this upcoming weekend. I'm excited about it. I can't wait, right? And just another open pass a couple weeks ago, and now we got the Louisville Open, and I'll be there, D-Man.
Yeah, he's lucky. He's lucky, guys. I wish I was going. But, you
so,
know, we got a couple of recaps as well
that's
from
right.
the last few events.
Last couple of weeks, right? We had the Winter Haven Open. That was a couple of weeks back. We still have to talk about it, right? Because it was such a great event. And, of course, this past weekend, we had the Southeast Conference tournament go on as well. So, I mean, you want to talk about it or what?
Yeah, we could jump into it if you want, B. And I'll tell you what we'll do here. We'll actually, let's clear the screen. And you want to start things off with
Yeah, let's talk about
the doubles?
The doubles winners, right? And these two here, right? Tony Smith and Devin Harbaugh, both Team Contraband, partnering up. That, you know, they were favorites. Everybody saw their partner up for the Winter Open. Everybody was like, this is going to be the team to beat. This is the team to beat. And they did win, you know. But needless to say, that new team, Trey Birchfield and Alex Rawls got second place again, you know. So let's just say, I mean, I think they're playing well too, coming up with the first Pro National coming up here in a couple weeks, the beginning of February. So, but Tony Smith and Devin Harbaugh, I think they just make a great team, man. They feed off each other, and it showed. I mean, they played lights out the whole weekend.
They did, and but I feel like they're both. Anytime you get two really good players being on the same team, they tend to do really well.
Well,
and
yeah.
We did talk about this later in an interview with Jamie, guys. Whether it's chemistry or overall talent,
right,
that makes a doubles team. So stay tuned; you can hear what he has to say. But
oh yeah, for sure.
I believe. I don't know. I'm torn. I feel like you need the chemistry, but the talent also is.
I mean, especially. I mean, you definitely need the chemistry and the talent. I can't disagree with you there, especially when you're playing nothing but pros coming up with the Pro Nationals. You know, these pro teams, they're playing other pros. There's not going to be any, I guess, easy games per se. You know, a lot less talent. The talent is there in the pro division. So, I mean, I'm with you on that.
I concur.
Well, you should.
I concur with my own statement. Anyway, all right, let's move into singles, B.
Singles here. This one I think was surprising, right?
Yeah, that's the Rawls, but
the Rawls, man.
Wasn't the one you were expecting,
right? Not Alex, Alan Rawls, right? So, I mean, Alan Rawls took it down, man. He shot great throwing those pro snipers. A Lucky Bags player, and he took down none other than the GOAT, Matt Guy. And they talked about this, you know, and around the ACL a couple of weeks back. You know, Alan Rawls won, and then it's like, dude, do you panic if you're Matt Guy? I don't think so, dude, because everybody seems to play their best against Matt Guy, and Matt Guy is throwing lights out. Oh, you know, so far going into the season. So, I mean, I don't think he changed anything, but he did get another second-place victory, which is still very impressive. But I think this is more impressive to see Alan Rawls, you know, somebody nobody's really talked about much, get this dub and win that singles open.
Yeah, we've seen him throw. We knew he could throw, right? We definitely knew Alan could throw, but, I mean, Matt Guy is hard to beat, man.
Yeah.
And now, I did see this, B, it's a little bit off topic, but Matt Guy made a post on Facebook this past weekend. I don't know if you saw that yet.
I saw it.
That the off season's over and he's gonna start practicing. So
he said the preseason. They called it the preseason.
Yeah, is that what he said?
He's open so far with the preseason, right? The preseason was going on where he's getting these second place victories, but he said now it's about to get real. The training's about to step up, and it's like, how much better can this guy get? I mean, I guess instead of making 8 out of 10 air meals, now he's gonna make 9 out of 10 or 10 out of 10. I mean, it's gonna be impressive, but I mean, we still can't take away, right, the fact that Allen did take him down, took down a tough division with everybody that was playing at the Winter Haven Open. So congrats to you, Allen. You're on the map now, man. People know what you're capable of. So
and great shooting, sir, and of course, great shooting to the 2 doubles champs as well.
Yep.
What about women's? Let's go into women's here.
Yeah, Connie Altice, right, and this is one people in the Northeast Division know who she is, right? She's just a straight shooter. She throws those cat's bags. Mike Morton's been loving her for a while. He's been a big proponent of her, saying she's right up there with Cheyenne. I definitely can't say that, but she definitely has a talent, and she's right up there. And it was just kind of fun to see Connie take it down, right? Cheyenne in her backyard in Winter Haven didn't win it, maybe distraction, maybe just kind of took the weekend off per se. But Connie took it down, so congrats to Connie. She's been doing well. You know, if you look at her PPR from these past few opens that she's played in, she's been shooting great, and it finally showed. She took down Sarah Cassidy, another one who was playing in her backyard, took her down in the championship. So congratulations to Connie.
Yeah, I feel like Connie's name is definitely starting to spread throughout the country.
Yeah.
I feel like more people are talking about her every time I tune into some posts. So, which is, you know, I'm quite the Facebooker B. I'm not on your level, but I'm all right.
Well,
you know,
somebody has to keep up with what's going on.
Well, I think Facebook knows. I think they target me, okay, and they know if they tell me that anyone's playing cornhole, I'm gonna instantly click on it, right? Or if they go, oh, this person's live, I'm instantly gonna click on it. Or if they say, even better, you know, like Brian made a post or the King C podcast was tagging the post, I'm instantly going to stop what I'm doing and look at it, and then I might look at a bunch of other, they throw all the cornhole. They know, I mean, they got me, the algorithms got me figured out, B.
Yeah.
They got me figured out.
Good.
Anyway, let's go to the zoomed out studio here, B. And let's recap some of the Southeast Conference.
Yeah, the Southeast Conference this past week. You know, some people say, you know, that might be the toughest conference, you know, in the nation, right? Between all the other conferences. We would disagree. We say the Southwest.
Yeah, Southwest all day.
Maybe we're homers, you know, but it is a tough conference. You know, it's stacked with pros. There's a lot of great shooters that aren't pros in that conference. So we knew it was going to be a tough battle for anybody to take it down. It's just great, right? It means you made through some tough competition. You had to be throwing great. And this weekend in Andalusia, Alabama, I believe is how you say it, is where it went down.
Yeah, and speaking of shooters, man, let's bring up the singles champ. The
one,
the only, the
Trey,
sniper.
That's right, baby.
Trey Hunt, let's go.
Sniper, man, our boy. As D-May likes to say all the time, it's going to only a matter of time before they see regional Trey Hunt on a big stage doing what he does, right?
Yeah, guys, because y'all don't understand, and y'all might not understand this, but this has been happening to us for a year, okay? The way he's throwing at this tournament, it's been happening like this for a year. I mean, at every regional we go to, man, is just lighting us up.
Yeah.
I mean, he hits the shots that you're like, dude, there's no way he's going to, you know, he's getting 2 here, and he'll end up somehow doing something to where he gets a 6th. So shout out to him. I'm glad regional Trey Hunt finally showed up. And, you know, honestly, you could throw as good as you want, but when you're wearing a shirt like that, you're going to throw a little bit better.
Right.
You know, that's as far as I'm concerned here. I think got to give a little bit of props to the shirt.
Through the jersey we got, he's just going to wear the shirt, right? But we need to get him a couple more shirts. But no, I mean, we couldn't be happier for Trey Hunt. I mean, great dude. Everybody loves Trey Hunt. He's a clown when he's off the boards. He takes it serious when he's on the board. So we're happy for him. Even, you know, that post Trey Ryder made, right? The way Trey Hunt's been shooting this past season, just in general, these past few opens now going to the conference, man, you can make an argument that he's going to be one of the top players this season, right? Top 15, top 10 player at this current moment, the way he's playing. So couldn't be happy for you. Hopefully it keeps up going to his first national couple weeks in Vegas, and we're excited to see the season brings.
Yes, sir. So good luck, Trey. Keep going. Keep wearing the King Seed shirts, and I promise you, you will keep throwing great. So you get a headband, you'll throw even better. But we'll talk about that later.
That's right.
All right, let's move on to doubles.
Doubles here, right? We got Kyle Malone and Cody Johnson, right? You see these guys here? They're sponsored by Sure Shot Cornhole, a new bag manufacturer this season. I believe they're throwing the locos here, but this, I think here, Kyle Malone's great. So is Cody Johnson. People I think know more about Kyle than Cody. But Kyle he hit some sick shots, man. I sat there and watched this. This team, I think, is going to be a tough team to reckon with going into the season. A great pro team that maybe they're not out there traveling as much together yet or doing that much or not as flashy with these Facebook posts and whatnot. But I think this team's gonna make a great run. And they did it just this past weekend, right? They took down Jordan Kamba and Tanner Halbert in the championship to win it all. So it's gonna be fun to see. Not to mention they beat Justin Rule and Tyler Cobb as well, who are another two great players to get to that championship. So congratulations to these two taking out Southeast Conference, man, making a name for themselves early, letting them know we're coming this season.
Yeah, we actually watched those games together, B. That was a fun time watching all those doubles games.
Yeah.
Some shooters for sure.
Yeah. So
all right, well, speaking of shooters, B, congratulations, Kyle and Cody.
mm-hmm.
Speaking of shooters, you want to see some clips of the week?
Yeah, I think it's time to the clips of the week. You ready?
All right, let's go.
To the throw!
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. It's everybody's favorite part of the show, right, B?
That's right, baby. Clips of the week brought to you by Black Sheep Baggers. If you're looking for some bags or some apparel, go to their website, Black Sheep Baggers. And don't forget to use the discount code KingSeat10.
10% off, right, B?
That's right, baby. So,
all right.
I mean, here we are. Let's get to some clips, D-Mac.
Yes, sir. Producer, start us off.
All right, here we go with our girl. Miranda Coy, yeah, big supporter of the show. Ooh. Ooh.
Whoa.
Ooh.
Okay. So it looks like she dragged the bag off the top of the other bag.
Sitting on top of that game changer, and she just drags it off the top. Look at this. Here we go. That was a great drag. You know what I mean? And it's good to see Miranda, hit some airmail, especially this airmail drag, because everybody calls it a roll queen, but I mean, it just lets you know here that she definitely has a nasty airmail in her arsenal as well.
Yeah, a nasty I mean, I feel like being able to shoot airmail is one thing, but being able to drag a bag off top of another bag, that's pretty sick.
It's pretty sick. It's a great shot, like most people, I would just be like, all right, I just need to
airmail over it.
Airmail over it and leave that bag there, let it sit on top. Maybe he'll miss it and hit it in, but no, she just goes right for it.
Yeah, I'm sure she was thinking, let me try to shoot the airmail, but miss short. If I land and then
I'm gonna drag it in.
Yeah. Good
and
shot.
That's exactly what she does.
Awesome shot, Miranda. All right, it's a good thing to do with those carpet bags, B. I feel like they grab better than the liquor bags.
Oh yeah.
Easier to pull. All right, let's see what's next here.
All right, a couple buddies of ours.
All right, we got some shooters.
Yeah, Mason Morgado.
All three shot at once.
Tubby Cobb and Blaine Rozier.
Is this the same clip?
Yes, it's the same clip.
Oh, they're doing multiple shots in a row?
That's right, baby. They're all in Winter Haven. But as you can tell here, it gets cut off, right? So that lets you know that they only made 3. They definitely didn't make the 4th one if they're cutting it off after 3. At least that's what I'm going to go with. You know what I mean?
Hey, look, guys, I'll give y'all the benefit of the doubt. I believe y'all made all 4. I think there was a camera. So
yeah, this guy's too nice.
It makes y'all feel better at home. I know the truth.
Yeah, maybe a user. I mean, nonetheless, it's great shots, right? They're all hitting them at 3 times in a row together at the same time. I mean, that's pretty sweet.
There's a lot of difficulty in that, B. I feel like just shooting by myself, I'm already in my head thinking about all the things that can go wrong, and then I feel like if other people are shooting at the same time,
yeah, it's gonna mess me up.
Yeah, I can't even shoot. Let me clarify. I can't even shoot a bag if there's somebody on the board to the left or the right of me coming back at the same time. I instantly shank. And
that's why you'll never be good at this game. But that's neither here nor there. Now it would definitely mess with me too. If I'm being honest, just having somebody shoot at the same time. But I mean, it's impressive to hit 3 in a row. Next time, maybe they'll get that 4th one. But it's still impressive. So.
All right. Well, great shots, guys. Awesome trick shot. Please, we love trick shots on the show. So send more of those.
Ooh,
is this Windsor?
Yeah, this is Windsor against Baby Goat Alex 6. This was at one of the KCC throwdowns a couple weeks ago. Put on by Mark Isley.
What shot does this kid not have? I mean, he. They call him Baby Goat. They need to call him Batman Utility Belt, okay? Because he has everything that you could ever need in his arsenal. He really does.
And what gets me, like a shot like this, Windsor hits that shot. He doesn't even take the time to call a timeout, go look at anything. It literally takes 3 seconds. You know what I mean? If that. And it's like, all right, this is what I need to do. I need to roll over these 4 bags. That's what I'm going to do. And he just does it.
It's like a machine. Like he goes, all right, well, I got to step out in order to roll it. Step out. 1, 2, look at it. All right, now go.
Yep.
insane.
Takes no time.
And it was like the perfect shot. That was not a big hole to roll into. So
No, I mean, this kid's incredible, man. I'm excited to see what he does in the pro circuit this year as his first year being an ACL pro, only 12 years old. I mean, this kid, Alex Hicks, isn't going anywhere. And it's I don't want to say it's bad to say, but he's not going to be surprising people this season either, the way it seems, because he's just that good.
I mean, he is, man. He's definitely the future of cornhole. And
the future is now.
Yeah, that's
the future is now.
The future is now, B.
Yeah.
So awesome shots, baby goat. Keep doing
That's
big
right.
things.
That is right.
Let's see what else we have here.
All right, our boy Noah Wooten. And this from the Winter Haven Open too. It looks like this is when he played with Bella, playing against TP and Valdivia. And look at this shot.
Wow.
And he leaves those 2-0 gravity bags there like that. I mean, just a hell of an airmail.
Wow.
That low line drive airmail. Look at it. Boom. Great shot.
That was
Great
a
shot.
really nice shot. That was a really nice drag. And the funny thing about this clip, B, not to take away from the shot, but if you see the guy over there on the right throwing his hands in the air, I'm trying to figure out if he hit a good shot or a bad shot.
That's funny.
I feel like it looks like it took a lot out of him.
Now you say, look, he throws it. Ooh, little fist pump, puts his hands up, and now he needs a breather. He's leaning up against the wall, hands on knees. That shot definitely took a lot out of him.
So I'm like, I wonder if he did good or bad. Yeah. I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, somebody find out who this guy is, we can ask him ourselves.
It's hard to see. We have a small screen. Maybe I have the clip from that board.
Yeah.
Y'all perhaps recording that game. Send this away.
That'd be hilarious.
All right, this next clip, we actually have to go to the, instead of the vertical black sheep screen, we need the horizontal.
That's fine.
This one, we get a wide view. Oh, it's our boy.
Oh, Tyler Cobb. Tyler Cobb. This is from this past weekend, right, at the
Southeast
Conference in Alabama that our boy, Trey Hunt decided to win singles. But let's see what Tyler Cobb does here. Ooh.
Wow.
Ooh, what a drag.
Dragging the carpet bags, B.
What a drag.
That's always hard to do.
Dragging those Neptunes.
Not clogging the hole is always difficult with carpet bags.
Look at, he takes his time, very methodical, and Tyler typically likes to roll a lot of times too, but he knows he can't get those bags here if he rolls, so he goes for that airmail, low line drive, right in the middle, perfect shot. Perfect shot, because it's very easy to get those, not those bags, but just with those bags sitting like how they are, for those bags to clog and not go in at all. So
I'm a professional at clogging that shot.
Exactly, because you don't throw it perfect enough, like Tyler does here.
Tyler Cobb's a shooter, man. We played with him quite a bit. My man can ball.
Yeah, great shot.
Great shot.
Great shot.
Kind of, you can just watch the angle be that it just comes down. It's, it's like that Wile E. Coyote.
Yeah. Oh.
Like the giant missile.
Yeah.
Like the.
Yeah, I know. Very good. Huh?
Me?
Huh? I might have been a part of that cartoon, with my sound effects.
Part of the creator.
Yeah.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
All right, you got it. All right, well, I guess you want to go to clips of the Spotlight Player of the Week?
Yeah, let's go. I'm ready to highlight our Spotlight Player of the Week, so let's get to that, and with that, we'll be right back.
All right, guys, we'll be back in 1 sec. Welcome back, everyone. That was awesome time, and then the clips of the week.
It's always a good time to clip the clips of the week. The Black Sheep Baggers clips of the week thrown, I mean, we love seeing these clips. If anything, it makes me jealous seeing all these good shots people hit, and I might hit one every month. You know what I mean? And I play 15, 20 times a month. But we love that people submit them. Please keep submitting the clips. We like sharing them, and we like watching them as well. So,
yeah. I hit a lot of them, B, just not on camera. I'm camera shy. Believe it or not.
Well, yeah, in that case, I hit a lot of them, too. I don't whatever. You're not fooling anybody. Whatever. So, I mean, we're here now, but as we say, our Spotlight Player of the Week. And as we always say, right, a Spotlight Player, somebody who's doing something good in the cornhole community, doing something good to grow the sport, or just anything in general. You feel like there's a reason for us to spotlight them. Please submit it to us, and we'd be glad to highlight it on the show. Right, D-Mac?
Yep. And we got somebody great this week, right, B?
Yes, we do.
Do you want to hit us with a drum roll?
Oh, yeah. I forgot to do the actual drum.
That's okay. Look good. Look great. Look great. One more time. Give us that one more time, buddy.
That was better, I think. I think that was better.
Being the sound effects, 10 of 10.
Yeah.
10 of 10.
I mean, I'm a beast. I can do it all.
This time, producer.
Spotlight Player is... There she is, the lovely lady in the middle. Miss Christina Free, right? And, you know, she was sent to us, highlighted by the guy right down the left, Cameron Corley, letting us know how much she's doing. She's a regional director for the first time this season, right? She's been running tournaments out of the Shreveport area, the Mad Adam Outlaw Cornhole. You know, make sure you go check them out. She runs tournaments all the time, 100% payout, right? And
100%?
100% payout. And she's been doing it for over a year, Cameron said.
Wow.
100% payout. This is her first year being a regional director. You know, we've heard good things. We haven't been able to make the trip up there. They're about 4.5 hours from us. But it's awesome to see that now she's being a regional director. And another thing that Cameron highlighted, she's trying to grow the sport for women as well. So she's starting her own women's league coming up too. So she's doing big things up there in northern Louisiana. And we love to see it. Like I said, somebody who's doing good things for the cornhole community. She does a lot of charity events as well. Always looking to give back and grow the sport. And that's what you look for, right?
Yeah, that's exactly what we look for in a Spotlight Player of the Week, B.
So
congratulations. Awesome. Keep up the good work. And we got to make a trip up there. I know it's 4 hours, man. But...
yeah, we can make a trip, Bobby. I mean, up there, I know that there's some casinos close by up in the Shreveport area. You know, we can check that out. You know, I think
trying not to come back broke, B. I'm just saying, you know.
See, that's the mentality you have, you know, come back broke. I feel like I'm going to come back ahead. You know, you have to feel like you're going to win. That's half the battle. Feel like that's probably why you're not successful in cornhole either.
Yeah.
You walk up to the boards thinking you're going to lose, where I walk up to the boards knowing I'm going to win. So it shows. But anyways, let's not take away from the Spotlight Player. Miss Christina Free, we appreciate what you're doing for the sport of cornhole. Keep it up. We'll definitely make our way up there sometime soon. And that's our Spotlight Player of the Week. Right?
Congratulations.
And with that, we'll be right back, huh?
Yes, sir. It's time for a bag review, right, B?
That's right. The Vortex Zones, baby. I met Josh Ella back in Rock Hill last season, and then I saw him again in Cincinnati. And I was like, man, I like a fast bag. He was like, man, try these. And he let me throw his zones, and those things were fast nonetheless on both sides, but they played great. And we were lucky enough for him to send us a custom set of King C Podcast Vortex Zones. So, I mean, we were happy to do a review on them. And let me say, I might just add these bags to my arsenal.
Hey, man, look, and hey, let's go ahead and move to the throne for this, B, because we're going to need a big TV to show. We did get a chance to try these out. And, you know, before you guys... I like to try to flop, right? I'm not really a flopper, but I like to try a little bit of everything. So when I'm testing out the bags, I like to slide them. I like to block. I like to try to airmail, and I like to try to cut.
Yeah, you like to try everything. It just doesn't work out for you.
Doesn't always work out. I'll be honest on that one, but I like to try it. So,
but these bags were playing great, right? And then to kind of not to cut you off, we were playing at the local VFW where we usually play, and those bags, I mean, those boards move rather quickly, you know, and these bags are fast boards. So, as we always say, D-May likes a slower bag, and I like a faster bag. And these bags, you can ask anybody, I usually throw slick side, but these bags I was actually throwing on the sticky side. That's how fast they are and how much I was able to control them. So, I mean, let's just show them how it went, D-May.
All right, let's go ahead and run a clip. This is me trying them out. And like I said, guys, I mean, you know, we had a lot of people around here where we're throwing these bags with us as well. We just used a couple of clips we threw. So I tried my slide in, my block, right? Then I go for my airmail. And I usually don't do the push. I usually try a flop. Right. But, I mean, these were pretty fast bags and fast boards. So it was difficult to...
And they're not completely broken in yet either.
Yeah, no.
I like to go the low process.
I was still able to flop it, okay?
That just lets you know, right? Like he said, I mean, these bags are fast, but you're still able to flop those bags. And he was able to do that there. So
you are able to spin them on your finger as well.
Yeah,
if anyone's interested at home.
You can spin them on your finger.
You need the talent to do it, though. It's not easy.
Not everybody can do it. And then yours truly tried it out as well. And as I said, I usually throw on the slick side. But these bags, I mean, if I was throwing a slick, it would have been way off the board.
Yeah, Brian's not really a flopper. He's a lot more of a slide in and airmail drag. He's really good at dragging them.
Yeah, I mean, that's just kind of, you know what I mean?
Like, I mean, those two bags look out of play, but with Brian, I wouldn't be surprised at all.
I had to go for it, right? And,
I like the T-shirt as well.
Yeah, that's a great T-shirt. But here's another look, another airmail. And like I said, if you like a fast bag, and back to Cincinnati, right? Those boards got real sticky, so these bags came in perfect. They move through humidity, which is something we deal with a lot down here in Louisiana. When those boards get sticky, those Vortex Zones seem to still move for you. So thanks again to Josh Zeller and Vortex for those.
Yeah, it's I mean, honestly, guys, the design was really cool. Okay.
D may love the design,
They
right?
had a headband on the V, and I don't know
Yeah.
if you guys can see it, and we've
It's
kind of
tough
already
to
rolled
see.
past the clip,
Right.
but
But if you look at the picture I posted, two of them, you could see the V on the headband on the V, King Seat, the signature Daniel May headband, and I think that's what Daniel loved most about these bags.
yeah, it was really cool. And I don't know if producer can throw it up, but yeah, the V had a headband, awesome design,
Yeah.
really cool idea, and obviously, you gotta at least know a little bit about me to put a headband on the
That's
V.
right.
So I appreciate that. That was really cool. But yeah, no, they really were great bags, guys. Everybody needs a bag in their arsenal for sticky boards, and I think these are perfect. Some people, depending how you throw, I mean, these might be perfect for you, right? I'm a low hard thrower, so they are a little fast for me, but I think, if the boards get sticky, I could definitely see me pulling these out. And the fact that you can roll them, I'll be rolling them right off the board, B.
Yeah, I mean, we had them
Typical
around.
fashion.
And a lot of people loved how they felt when I was bringing them around, too, so these are great bags for humid conditions. So, like I said, thanks again. And can't wait to try out some other Vortex bags here in the future.
Yes, sir. Guys, before we get to the interview with Jamie Graham, B, right, we wanted to do our little segment where we each give a random fact.
Yeah, I mean, yours was terrible last time, but for some reason we decided to stick with this segment. And then let's hear a random fact, D-Man. Let's see what you got this week.
I just want to say, before I give this random fact, guys, okay, I got a lot of messages last week about my random facts. It's pretty cool.
It was. I mean, I get it. I didn't really know about it until you told me so.
All right, so check this one out. We really should probably have topics, but anyway, we'll work on that for next week's.
Off the dome, buddy.
Venus is the only planet that orbits or that rotates on its axis clockwise, right? So all the planets rotate around the sun and counterclockwise, right?
Right.
But Venus actually rotates clockwise, whereas all other planets rotate counterclockwise.
Right.
And the reason, so Venus rotates around the sun every, don't quote me on this, 223 days, I think. And it rotates on its Earth days, right? Because a day is 24 hours. So 223 times 24. And then it rotates on its axis every 245 or 43 days, 45 days. But anyway, where I'm going with this is Venus rotates the opposite way of every other planet on its axis. And the reasoning, at least the reason we think, is that Venus is upside down.
Venus is upside down.
Yeah, we think that.
Who determines if it's right side up or upside down?
That's
a
a
planet.
good question, B.
That's like saying Earth is right side up or upside down.
It is right side up. Earth is good. That's
I
why
guess
it
it's I
spins
do the
that way.
north and the south, whatever.
But if you flipped Earth over, if it's spinning, let's say counterclockwise, and you flipped it over, it would be spinning clockwise.
Okay.
So I think that's the reason Venus does that. If anybody knows anything more on that, please message me. I'm interested. I like playing.
Yeah, message him. I don't really
I like playing
care.
a lot.
But I got one better.
Okay, what you got?
A sloth can hold his breath underwater longer than a dolphin. A sloth, those slow-moving sloths are like this. So cute to watch.
Okay, wait a second. Wait a second here. So
yeah, so get this. So a sloth can hold its breath for up to 40 minutes, whereas a dolphin needs to come up like every 10 minutes. Another cool thing about that is the sloths, they slow down their heart rate. So that's how they're able to hold their breath for 40 minutes.
So that's oxygen. That is pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. I don't know, how do you slow down your heart rate?
I don't know.
Man, now you speed it up, you hold your breath, right?
Well, I do believe, and I could be wrong with this, B.
Well, if you're wrong, don't mess up my random fact with some wrong
do believe
statement.
that David Blaine and all those other magicians and those extremists that will go hold their breath for 7 minutes underwater.
Like Houdini?
Yeah. I believe the ones that, like when David Blaine did the 7 minutes or 15 minutes underwater without breathing or whatever it was, when you go underwater like that, you got to train to slow down your heart and slow down your whole body to where you're using as little oxygen as possible. There's a whole book on that. I think I read it.
I mean, I guess. I don't know. It makes sense how slow as a sloth moves just in general, that it has to have a slow heart rate. So it's probably not too hard for them to slow their heart rate down. But holding your breath longer than dolphins, it's impressive. 40 minutes.
It is. That is insane. Honestly, the human, biology in general, right? But the human body is an insane thing, as is the sloth body.
I was about to say, but the sloth body.
Just the way some of the things your bodies can do, it's
I like to be in that brain of a sloth that just moves so slow and just creeps for everything it does. I don't know.
I mean, that'd be a cool talent to have, but I really wish I could just throw cornhole bags better, B. That'd be what I want my superpower to be.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna jump into an interview with Jamie Graham. We'll be back.
Let's get to it.
Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We're here with ACL Pro. Some call him the legend, Jamie Graham. What's going on, Jamie?
What's up, guys?
How does it feel to be in the king seat, man?
Feels good. I was kind of jealous that you got my girl on here first, but take it. All right.
Well, I'm sure the two of these two are very very acquainted with being in the king seat.
Yeah, they're very familiar.
I'm sure y'all are here quite a bit at any tournaments y'all attend. So just try not to get double dipped. We got a couple questions we want to ask you, and let's start things off with this one, B. First off, Jamie, being that you're so young, does it feel weird to you when people call you the veteran or the OG or NOG of the game?
Sometimes it can be a little weird, but I try to listen to what everybody has to say and take it all in. I mean, I try to do my best on the boards and off the boards. Stacy Moore has been very strict about us being professionals on and off, and I try to do both. I try to carry myself very well on the boards. I've had little incidents here and there, but definitely growing as a professional to try to make that next step for the ACL.
Nice. Yeah. I mean, obviously, we spent a lot of time with you, Team Rock Hill, and other tournaments we've seen you in. We think you're very professional on and off the boards. Besides, when I tell you what, this one time though, it brings me up. Whenever you were calling D-May out on his card tricks, bro.
Yeah. Hey, that's when I got to see your competitive nature, dude, right away. I was like, hey, dude, let me show you this card trick. He's like, what? No, dude, you didn't fool me. I was like, damn it. Were you a magician in the past? Is that what's going on here?
No, but I've seen a lot of card tricks through my life. So magic is magic, but I saw it right through your eyes what you was doing. It out.
Hey, well, you were the only one, okay? I had everybody else fooled, B. That's all that matters, right?
I know.
All the other rookies were fooled.
Yeah. But Jamie, obviously, you've been playing for a real long time, you know. So what do you think is the biggest difference in cornhole now versus when you started playing competitively? You know, obviously they have bags, competition. What do you think it is?
The first thing is when I started, it was all fun. You go out there, compete, and have fun, throw bags, meet new people. But now it's turned into a business. I'm doing it. I have been doing it for the last 3 years, but now I can really say that I'm doing it for a living. Like, I'm paying bills. I live in my own place. I pay everything by myself. So cornhole from then to now is strictly business, money. The sponsorships that ACL is getting, all the hard work they're doing to try to really get the sport to us playing against Japan, the World Series, like stuff like that is like, it's really big. And I can't wait to see what this sport holds in 5 years.
No, I definitely agree. And look, B, I'll be honest. I was surprised coming into cornhole how many pros were still throwing cornhole bags in their sideways driveway with the board sideways. You know, that was how they practice because
right.
They don't have a state-of-the-art arena to go throw in. Nobody has that. And that was kind of surprising to me. Is like, I'd see people live streaming on Facebook and their board's sideways. They're using little rocks to keep it flat. And I'm like, dude, that's how I feel like I am. I'm out there trying to make it work. And so it's crazy. So it's definitely awesome to see more money come to the sport. We'd love to see players that are just able to play.
Yeah, it's kind of like you said, right? The people at work, they're like, where are you going this week? I'm like, I'll be off next Friday. I'm going to Louisville. They're like, again? You're traveling all the time for cornhole. And the thing is, I don't even get paid for it, right? I'm not making the money like Jamie and these other guys, but they just can't believe how big the sport's getting, and it's still it's still young, right? And the prize pool just getting bigger and bigger every year. I feel like it's still very early in the game, and these people unless you, I guess, watch ESPN or you're just a part of it and playing these local tournaments, these regionals, you just don't realize how big this sport is getting.
No, agree. I'm pretty sure the prize pool doubled this year, right?
Right.
From last year, that was one of our questions on Jeopardy. Luckily, you won't have to deal with those today, Jamie. But yeah.
So, but going into this year, so you're throwing incinerators, right? This year, which is a bag you pretty much designed, right?
Right.
What do you like most about that bag? I love it. I've been throwing it a lot recently, especially when the boards get sticky. But
so it's very similar to the all slide, which I threw in 2020 with Frank. In singles, I mainly play with my pink all slides, and we really didn't have we didn't know how to get that fabric at first of the last year. That's why we came out with the starters and worked our way up. And this year, 2021, Jason figured out a way and got the right fabrics. And he was like, I have the all slide that you want. Let's make it. And I was like, hell yeah, let's make it. Like, I've always been confident with that bag. I mean, it plays to my style, the way I play the game. And once he came out with it and I threw the first prototype, I was like, man, this season gonna be a whole different ball game with me and Matt together. Because like all last year, it was more of like trying to get used to this bag that in my head, I'm like, man, this is gonna be hard. I know it's gonna be hard. It's way different. It doesn't do the same thing for me every time. Like, it's gonna be a struggle. And like a relief came through my body when I found out that we could have the incinerator where there's no more excuses on the bag and what it does, because I know what it does. And so far this year, been playing great with them. I mean, I haven't won officially, but from last year to this year, my singles game has definitely rose. Like, I got back-to-back opens, won my bracket, lost to Noah Monza, tough loss, and then lost to Matt Guy. But I think me and Matt right now are doing at our top of our games, and I think if we continue that, I could see us going 4 for 4 all nationals.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, and I mean, I know last year y'all had kind of, I guess, what you could call a slow start at the beginning of the year, but y'all definitely turned it on later at the end. And I mean, going into year 2, what do you think's the biggest difference?
Because we never play together. Like, even this year, I tried to play opens with him, but I can understand why he wants to play with Brett. And I'm sure they're playing together next season after our 2-year deal is up for us playing together. And I'm cool with that. If I had a son as talented as Brett, I'd play with him too. But I think it's just for me last year playing with Matt for the first time, I started off slow because of the nerves of the high standards we were supposed to be at. And just my standards of playing with, I think, the greatest of all time. Me knowing how good I am and not wanting to mess up playing with the GOAT. And I think the first couple of tournaments, that's all was in my head, like, don't mess up, and I'd mess up. And I came back home and like just said, dude, I'm just as good as Matt. I can play with Matt. I can beat Matt just like you can beat me. I'm one of the best players. I won the 2020 World Championship. Just throw your game and just go out there and have fun and play. And even with the bags that we weren't so happy with, or they're not like the incinerators, we still went out there and did work, and we won 2 nationals. And I think this year with more confidence is bigger than anything I think in the game. If you don't have confidence, you're not going to win. So I think this year our confidence is sky high, and we both believe that we can do anything with the bag. So that's what I look forward to.
So as far as doubles goes, Jamie, I'm curious. I know confidence is big, but do you think if you put the 2 best players on the same team that they're going to win, or do you think there's a chemistry in how you feed off each other that really leads to teams being successful?
I think at the end of the day, it's business. Like, if you look at other sports, these matchup teams, NBA teams, they bring in the big dogs, and they don't always win. But, I mean, chemistry plays a factor in some way. I think when I played with Trevor Brooks a long time ago, our chemistry was what got us some wins sometimes. Like, we could both be on our B game playing against 2 A games, but the chemistry rose above that and we ended up winning. But I think me and Matt don't have to have chemistry. I think our talent together, if we're playing to the best of our ability and how good we can play, I don't see anybody in the pro division that can stop us from winning. The only people that can beat us is ourselves. That's what I think, honestly.
Yeah. I mean, that makes sense, and I would agree with that too. And that kind of brings me to, my next question. I don't know if you saw today, the ACL came out with a stat saying that that you and Matt have the highest combined PPR as a doubles team. I don't know if you saw that, but it's 10.13, right? So, I mean, that kind of just lets you know right there that how good the 2 of you are, and then you just combine those PPRs. I mean, it just kind of goes along with it, right?
Right.
So, so when I first met you, I guess at Worlds, and this was after we interviewed Kaylee, this is the first thing you said to me, man, was like, "Hey, man, I gotta let you know, Kaylee wasn't telling the truth when y'all had her on." I said, "What are you talking about?" You're like, "I'm more competitive than her by far." I mean, so you want to set the record straight, or you?
I mean, I don't want to cause no arguments, but like, I ain't gonna say I'm more competitive, but there's no she's more competitive. I mean, honestly, I grew up just like she did in the sports. I mean, every sport except football, and that was only because when I was little, they didn't have like you couldn't play if you were a certain weight because of the little kids at my age, so they wouldn't let me play. I wanted to play, but they would never let me. So I played baseball, basketball, soccer, and that was all the way up until the last year I could play rec, and then went to middle school and played baseball, and then ended up giving up baseball. Got into cornhole in my high school years, and I mean, I grew up, everything was competitive for me. I had a 10-year older brother than me, so kind of he always thought he could beat me in things, and just growing up like that, everything was competitive. I mean, anything. I raced to the mailbox and back. I want to win. And Kaylee has that same drive in her that everything is competitive too. And that's why we both get so emotionally upset and physically get so mad and don't want to talk or nothing when we lose, because we got high standards for ourselves of we shouldn't lose, even though nobody's going to win every single game or tournament. But it just shows the drive we have in ourselves to be the best, and that's what you got to have.
Yeah, I feel like you have to have those. If you want to be good at something, you really want to compete at a high level, you have to have high standards for yourself, right? And I always ask this too from people who are very competitive. I mean, do you think it's because you like winning more or you hate losing more?
Michael Jordan, huh?
That's a good question. I've always said I hate losing more and I love winning. And it's weird, man. Like when I lose, I just feel different. Like, especially at a big tournament when everybody's watching and you just lose, it's like my heart drops. Like, I cannot believe I just lost. And I feel some type of way for like 10 minutes. But when you win, it's all the joy. Everybody's watching you win. And I'm not really winning for everybody. I'm winning for myself because, like, I want to win for myself. But that is a hard question. I'm going to say I hate losing more than I love winning.
Yeah, I'm sure that's how Michael Jordan answered that question.
Yeah, I mean, I just think it's like that's it. The great feeling of winning is awesome, but it's just like the terribleness that you feel whenever you lose. Like you let yourself down, you know, you let everybody around you down. Maybe even though, like you say, you're not playing for them, but it's just like, man, you know. So,
yeah, you really got to be a certain level of competitive. Like, I mean, you know, you have to be a competitive person to get to the elite level,
right,
in anything. So, I mean, you know, I don't think you can get there without having that drive. And really the big thing, I think, and this is my personal opinion, is the people that win. I forgot what sport it was. It might have been football. Somebody won, like, the Super Bowl. And then they're like, what are you doing this week? And he's just like, I'm just going back to practice. Going back to the gym. And it's like, what, dude? You just won the highest thing that you can win. And then that's the mentality you need is, yeah, you're on top, but you don't want to ever fall off of the top, so you got to keep grinding. Because the people that lost or got knocked out by somebody, they go home and they're like, oh, this ain't happening again. I'm going to put in more work.
Right.
So you always got to remember the next person is working 2 times more.
Yeah. So, well, I mean, so another question. I know Kaylee's obviously real good at cornhole. It's hard to say that she's better than you. Obviously, all the accolades you have, you've been playing a lot longer than her. You know, I did watch y'all live on a TikTok, and y'all are playing Scrabble. Who's the better Scrabble player?
Oh, you set them up. You set them up.
We'll never ever play that game again. I can't. Like we both couldn't understand it at first, and like I remember going live too. It was funny, but I hate that game. I'll never buy it again. I don't even know why I bought it. I just wasted $20.
I hate that game too. And the funny thing is, they're sitting there. I was watching. I didn't say anything. They're like asking questions. They're kind of confused, and they have Trey Hunt trying to give them advice or doing this. I'm like, this is the wrong person to be answering anything.
Yeah, you don't want to listen to him.
Yeah, it was like this.
Y'all should do that more often, though. I think I tuned in for a little bit of that.
It was cool. I mean, I say it was cool to watch for a few minutes that I watched, you know, because I always try to tune in different things. And it's cool to see, you know, y'all different, doing something different rather than just practicing on the boards or doing some corner related, you know, playing different games and such. I think more people should do that in general, you know, because you see a different side.
Yeah, we were question and answers. We did that several times on TikTok, just bored in the house and wanted fans or friends to ask us questions about our game or anything really. I mean, you didn't have to ask cornhole questions, could ask live questions, but we get way more viewers when we're practicing, I guess, because they want to see us in action. But yeah, more of the question and answers and get questions from different people that have no idea who they are and just give them answers.
Yeah, we just like to mix things up. Like one time when we went and met the Zero Gravity people, we picked up a little mini Connect 4 at the gas station.
Oh, yeah, bro.
And we had Tyler Parent, Jimmy Ewens, everybody was lined up to play Connect 4, and it was fun just to kind of compete with everyone. I didn't think I'd lose, and Tyler Parent kicked my ass. So, yeah, apparently he's sneaky at Connect 4. I think he's pro, but it's a separate topic.
Yeah, well, one more question. I mean, before we get into the game, so last year, obviously, you and Matt finished, first in doubles, right, toward the end of the season. And I think I looked up, you finished 27th in singles. But to me, you're easily a top 5, player, no doubt singles player, So going into this year, I mean, what do you think it's going to take this year for you to be a top 5 player? Obviously, you got the bag that you want. Any other things in general that you're working on and say, this is what I'm going to have to do to get where I want to be?
Number one thing is what I said earlier is confidence. I didn't have the confidence I had last year in singles. I had it in doubles because I had somebody on the other end, but I've always been a singles player. I've always been able to count on myself to win games, and last year it just wasn't there. My performances, start of the year was good. Like I got third in my bracket both times at nationals, so I mean I was okay with that. But when I started going 1 and 2, I just lost all confidence in myself. And then heading into Worlds, we had a conference or a state championship, and I did some different things on my throw and won the the conference against Josh Holland. We have a good conference, and I beat some really good people that day, and it kind of boosted up my confidence for Worlds. And I go into Worlds singles and win my first 2 games or 3 games, and then play Ryan Windsor down on the main stage. And I ain't gonna say I threw bad. He just threw, I'm pretty sure he threw like a high 10 PPR, and I wasn't on, but wasn't really mad at that game because I was still performing pretty good. And then worked my way back to the loser bracket, and then lost to Dusty Thompson, and that's when everything went out the window. I was like not depressed, but just upset with myself on being the reigning champ and just not doing what everybody's expecting me to do, and so much pressure. But this year, confidence is definitely there. I haven't won an Open yet, but my performance so far, I'm very happy with. Yeah, I want to win, but as long as I'm staying on track with my throw and I'm throwing good enough. So this year is definitely going to take confidence, and we're going to see what the first national holds, like how I do. I know Opens have a lot of pros there, but national is all pros. So I don't think it's going to be as easy as getting like two buys by somebody you have no idea who it is. So I'm ready for the first national.
Nice.
Well, we're excited to watch, man.
Yeah, bro. I wish we could go, especially it's in Vegas. It's probably a good thing I'm not going. So.
Same, especially with you.
So, I mean, are you ready to get to the game, D-Man?
Yeah, before we do that, while we have him on the big screen here, Jamie, do you want to give any shout-outs to any sponsors or anything like that before we move you to the smaller screen?
Yeah. First, I'm going to shout out ACL, Stacey Moore and Trey, and all the for all the people that do what they do on the scenes and behind the scenes for pushing the sport as much as they do and getting us where it's at today. And can't wait to see what happens in 5 years with the sport. But what I've seen today are the payouts, man. I can't discuss it, I don't think, because it's in the pro chat, but it's definitely life-changing things. Like, it's crazy. I was amazed by the payouts, and I'm happy for Stacey and them, what they're doing. But shout out to Fire Cornhole, Jason McCannon, for getting me on the team last year and doing everything I can to boost Fire Cornhole up and get them bigger. New sponsorship got here recently, Vikings Cornhole. Great dude, great apparel. Everybody go out there and check that website out and get you a shirt, hoodie, or something. That's it.
Nice.
All right. Well, we appreciate it, Jamie. And if you're ready, man, I think it's time for Who's that Cornhole Player.
All right, we'll be right back.
Back in 1 sec, guys. Welcome back, guys. Welcome back. We are here playing Who's That Cornhole Pro with Jamie Graham.
Yeah,
right,
a new game, as usual, we usually play, Cornhole Jeopardy. We try to switch it up. And luckily, Jamie's the first one who gets to play this game with us, So we always award people, if they do well, if they get them all right with shirts. This is going to be a little harder. So I think we could help. You know, if he gets, I guess, 50 or 60%, we can send him, a hoodie or something, right, T-Mac?
Yeah.
He already has a shirt, and he doesn't want one of those weak headbands you wear, so we'll probably...
Weak headbands, bro.
Yeah,
I'm just saying, dude. You know, if you're looking to get in the 11.5 plus PPR range,
Probably
this
not
is
wearing
what
that
y'all
headband.
need right here. No, I'm just kidding. I'm like an 8. Anyway, Jamie, so pretty simple game. Everybody at home, if you've ever seen Pokemon with a commercial, this is basically what they play.
We show the silhouette, and you try and guess the player.
That's exactly it.
How many do we have?
11.
11. How many do you think you're going to guess, Jamie?
Uh-huh.
They're
I'm
tough.
hoping I should guess. If they're all known, I should guess them all. But I'm gonna say 8 out of 11.
That'd be pretty solid.
It's probably a good guess because
solid.
they are known, but it's still hard because the images, you know what I mean? It can kind of So it's rough. So we'll start things off. If you're ready,
Yep.
here we
Let's
go.
do it.
Who's that Cornhole Pro?
Bucket hat. It's either 2 people. Noah Wooten.
Are you guessing that, or you're narrowing it down to the 2 people?
It's either Tony Smith or Noah Wooten.
Just make a guess. It's up to you. Throw it up in the air. I know it's hard, but it's not. We'll see what it is.
I'm thinking about deliveries because he's doing something with his hand.
And I'm not gonna lie to you, the majority of these have probably been taken from Facebook pictures. So if you've seen any of these people on Facebook, you can probably guess their pictures.
I'm gonna say Noah. I know it's
Tony Smith.
I thought the delivery. Whenever you said the delivery, I was like, he's gonna go with
He
Tony.
narrowed it down though,
Yeah,
for
bro.
sure. He was definitely right there.
yeah,
All right,
man.
let's see who's next, B. Let's add a we'll do a counter at the top
Yeah,
on how many he
good.
gets right. This one's hard.
They're all hard.
Yeah, they are really hard. This game might be good. It might not. We'll see.
Is that Rocky?
No.
Jim
What?
McGuffin.
Oh my God, he's got literally almost the same stance
It's
to me.
hard to tell.
The same jersey too.
All right, here we go. Now, this is 2 pros a team. And I will give you a hint. We have had these 2 on the show. So if he's a fan of the King Seat podcast,
Oh, that's AJ and Josh.
oh shit! I didn't think he knew that, dude. I didn't know you watched, Jamie. I'm impressed. I'm impressed.
All right.
Dude, what the? I know it's a kid. Yeah, this is not easy at all to me.
I can't imagine. I don't think it's easy to anybody, Jamie. We're trying to start some people. We're tired of everybody winning our Jeopardies.
And these are very well-known people.
Yeah.
Ian Cripps.
Alex Hicks.
Not a pro.
Yeah, he is
Yes.
this year. Yeah.
Yes.
I'll say he was number 1 in the overall standings. I know they took 8 pros, but
Either Ian or Alex. I don't know why.
he narrowed it down to a kid.
Yeah, bro. I mean, he's right there with him.
That's Frank Mullin.
Ooh. That one is pretty obvious. Can we run that one back, producer? That is a very obvious one right there. All right. These are hard.
Cameron.
Yeah.
Damn.
She does.
Now I'm
She's
just-
got that little bowling.
I think he's figured it out now, dude. He's starting to figure it out.
Oh, this is the first one you showed me last.
Ron Windsor.
Yeah.
Yep, correct. Keep tallying that at the top, producer.
He's on a roll, bro.
He's on a roll right now. This one is extremely hard.
I know. Like, that's obviously a picture from the back.
No, it's from the front.
No, it's from the front.
This? Oh.
Yeah.
It's just hard to tell because of the. I maybe shouldn't have graded this one out as much.
It's a female.
It is a
We'll
female.
give you that.
Oh, it was female.
You want another hint?
Yeah, we should probably give him another hint.
All right, look, this is a good. If you don't guess this one, you might get in trouble, bro.
I was about to say, but I had Haley or Cheyenne.
Yeah.
Honestly, everybody that I've shown this one to thought Cheyenne, because it does kind of it's hard to tell, and you can't see because she's holding everything in front of her, and so it was a tough one for sure. Well, Mark, we'll give him that one. Let's go. All right, now this one they may not be a team, but they obviously played and plays together.
Birchfield and Jake Gore.
What gave it away, bro? The Birchfield silhouette? I thought that's what made it easy.
Dude, the Birchfield was really easy, right?
Well, I knew that was Birchfield, and then some little. I've only seen him play with two smaller people, and I knew that wasn't Alex, so it had to be Gore.
He's on a roll. All right, now this one's kind of hard.
I think this is easy.
I thought this one's hard.
Austin Renard?
Who do you say?
Who's that?
Austin Renard?
No.
You sure that's what you
Hold on. So, yeah, he's wearing a hood, ain't he?
No, it's a hat.
Oh, it looks like he's wearing a hood.
I'm pretty sure you're pretty familiar with it. I'm pretty sure he knows this person.
Damn. Noah Wooten?
No.
Jordan
Powell.
Is that the easy one or a hard one?
I thought that one was hard, but B got that
I
one
thought
right
it was
away.
easy just because of his demeanor, the way he stands to me, it's
All right, we'll give you a hard one right here. You ready?
No. Okay, I shouldn't have. That's Matt guy.
Yeah.
All right, that's what we had, dude. Tally them up, boys. Tally them up.
It was pretty solid.
Pretty solid. Pretty solid. What'd you think? What'd you think of the game, JV? Give us some feedback here.
I like it. I mean, it's interesting to really know your knowledge of, like, not really what they throw like, but what their stance and like everything. But I should have got two of them though. I had two down, either Noah or Tony or Alex take trips, and I don't know why I said Ian. I should have said Alex. He's the one that's big name right now.
Yeah. I thought for sure you guys Tony when you're like, oh, he's throwing, he's doing something with his hand. I was like, oh, he's definitely gonna get a Tony route. And the bucket hat, I mean, that's all Tony been wearing forever now, from lately.
Can we just give a shout out to how obvious Frank Marlin and Matt Guys were?
Frank and Matt this one.
They were for sure. We probably should next time. We're gonna start off easy on whoever we do this with, and then work a little harder.
Reel him in.
But anyway, Jamie, thank you so much, man.
Thanks
for taking
again
the time
for coming on, man. I'll see you next weekend in Louisville. Hopefully you don't run into me. But no, we appreciate you coming on, man. And take the time, and we'll talk to you again soon.
Appreciate y'all coming after me. After you got my girl on here first, but
well, you know what they say. Save the best for last. So just don't tell her that. So she might
prettiest first, the best to last.
All right. Well, thank you, Jamie.
I appreciate y'all having me on here for real.
I appreciate it.
All right. We'll be back in 1 sec, guys. That was a fun game, AB.
Fun game. Great interview with Jamie. I mean, we had a lot of fun, right? And it was good to do something different than Cornhole Jeopardy, like usual. And I think that was fun. Something we might be doing more often, huh?
Yeah, I think we might be doing it on and off the show.
Yeah. But it was great effort by Jamie. And, I mean, the interview was great as well, the interview portion. And also, I mean, even when we weren't recording, I mean, D-May, we spent probably 35, 40 minutes just kind of BSing and talking with Jamie after the interview. And so we can't be more grateful. Thank you for taking the time, spend with us and talk to us. And it was fun. So
yeah, great guy. I was really happy to answer some of our questions. And honestly, B, I wish we were recording that because I think we asked a lot of valuable questions about the game of cornhole that, we were really able to pick his mind.
Yeah. But I'm sure we'll have him on again soon, and we could dive into it a little deeper next time, right? So
I agree.
With that, D-Matt, I mean, let's go ahead and thank some of our sponsors, huh?
All right, let's start things off with hashtag Let Gary sell it.
Yeah, our boy Gary Anderson with French Quarter Realty doing big things. I mean, if you have any questions about buying a house, selling a house, or just any questions in general, hit up our boy Gary Anderson at 504-894-4586. Hashtag let Gary sell it. So.
All right, I'm going to throw the other sponsors up on here as well,
Yep.
B. We do want to give a special thanks to Buffalo Boards, Lucky Bags, Norris Splats, Sure Shot Cornhole, and of course our boys at Spark Apparel and Black Sheep Bags.
That's right. Yeah, we can't thank all of our sponsors enough. We thank y'all for everything y'all do. Y'all's contribution wouldn't be possible without y'all. And we're thankful. So
yeah, we would not be here without the help of you guys.
Yeah.
So really appreciate it. Also, see that number up there, B?
I see it.
The countdown right there, boy.
That's right, baby. Almost
Crown
that
City
time.
countdown.
The Crown City Regional, that 3-day regional we got coming up February 25th through 27th, I believe it is. It's going to be fun, and we can't wait. We're excited about it. I know we've been talking to David Brown a lot from Crown City, just getting things set up, making sure everything's good to go. And we're ready. We're ready to go to the West Coast and see our people from over there. We got a lot of supporters, a lot of friends, and it's going to be fun.
Yeah, it's going to be a blast. And hey, look, B, I've never even been to the West Coast. So,
This guy.
furthest west I've been is Vegas.
Yeah, I thought you'd say the furthest west you've been was like Baton Rouge or something.
No,
This guy doesn't get out much. So, but we can't wait. We're excited. But before that, I'm excited, baby. 2 days, I'm going to Louisville for the Open, D-Man.
Oh, he is.
Somebody's got to represent the podcast on the boards. Might as well be me, Coming off a good finish with my boy Ricky at the last Open I went to. This one I'll be playing with my good buddy Braden Edwards, who I usually play with at most tournaments locally and when we travel together. So I look forward to seeing everybody there. I may have some patches or stuff to give away. Whatever D-May gives me to bring, I don't know. But, I'm excited. I'm ready for Louisville. So
I wish I could make it, guys. I wish I could. But if you guys see Brian over there, if you play him on the boards, give him hell. No free wins. All right?
Yeah.
I want him coming back bragging they won the Open or something.
He'll be coming back sulking like, oh, crap. And D-Man's like, bro, if I would have won, man, I'm telling you, I would have did great. That's what he always says. It just never happens. But now I'm ready for Louisville. And then also, as we said, Spark Apparel, we're working on another jersey drop coming soon, guys. So be on the lookout for that. And
we've been getting a lot of questions about that, B. All kinds of questions.
Yeah, so we're working on some. Speaking of our boy, so we got a lot of things in the works, and we're excited about this year. All the tournaments we got coming up, and obviously with Crown City, the Louisville Open. I couldn't be more excited. So
me as well. But anyway, guys, I think that's about it for episode 16.
That's it, baby. And we thank y'all, and we'll see y'all again next time in the King Seat.